This is going to be an unpopular opinion. I realize that, I appreciate that, and I understand that this is not going to be how everybody feels, nor is it how the majority is going to feel. I'm clearly in the dummy minority on this one. I did not like the Caves and Cliffs update for Minecraft. I tried to sit down and script and hammer and try to figure out how I could talk about this, how to broach this subject, but I decided a rambling fugue of mind worms would be almost better befitting of this conversation, almost as if I couldn't even put it properly into words what I didn't like about it, and that's why this isn't a review. This is just me stating what I don't like about it and what I found to make me kind of shy away from vanilla Minecraft, maybe once and for all. There are a few decisions that I haven't liked in Minecraft, the addition of diorite, andesite, and granite. I think it's granite. Those blocks not really serving a purpose never really bothered me. It was more for decoration, more an annoyance to the way that I played Minecraft. I had my inventory filled up more and more with trash that I would never end up using unless I was maybe kind of installing an addition to my beautiful 2-bath, 1-bedroom house. Well, it's 2-bath, 1-bedroom, so I can always have a choice when it comes to taking a shit. The new Caves and Cliffs update, the second part of it is out, and one thing already that I did not like about their implementation of this is the way that they decided to host polls for certain types of content. Ask the community, hey, here are 3 shiny orbs we dangle in front of thee. You decide what shiny orb that we're going to give you, and we're gonna throw the rest away. Or maybe revisit them, maybe revisit them if we are so inclined, for we are great, and we are powerful, and we are wonderful. We are Mojang, and we hold this little ball of delight in our hands. It is our ball, and we merely let you play with it. Now that might be a little bit too stupid. That might be a little bit too much for really what it is, but I don't quite like the fact that they have taken content that may or may not exist and have decided to lock it away because of a community vote, especially when other YouTubers are able to influence their fandom to decide which way it's going to go, and you will always have more people unhappy than happy. At the end of the day, which is a word and a filler phrase that I tend to use a lot when I ramble, so expect to hear this a lot more. At the end of the day, I would much rather no community vote and just put in what you are going to put in. Don't leave it up to a community to decide for the rest of the community what is good for the game. You are the creators of this game. There should be a sole vision and a sole purpose that you should direct yourselves to. You are responsible for Minecraft, not the fan base or community of Minecraft, Mojang. And that is already my first kind of taste of, oh, I might not like this update. Now, I will say that the update itself, the new world generation, is equally beautiful and frustrating. I still don't have problems finding flat fields with which to make my horrible boxy homes, but I also don't really like how the mountains, the vistas kind of crop up everywhere like spires, mocking me as I am not able to touch God as they are. They can be irritating, especially now with the way that resources are generated. I play Minecraft in a very specific way. Another one of my own personal general grievances is I don't like how coal is generated. Now that's gonna be a weird one. I know that I could cut down trees and make charcoal. It's not an incredibly important resource. Sure, it is the basic resource, one of the basic resources, but I always tend to mine as far down as I can and tunnel the exploration part of Minecraft was never my personal goal. My personal goal was always play Minecraft, enjoy it how I want to, put on a podcast, mine resources, try to find diamonds, and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the simplicity of the game, maybe build something stupid, maybe kind of take a look around the area that I was in. With the new cave generation, I find myself not able to play the way that I had, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have to admit, that's something that I need to look at myself for. I need to say, hey, I should enjoy the game in a different way. Other people can enjoy the game in a different way. Just because I can't get coal the way I used to doesn't mean that the game is ruined for me. That is probably one of my bigger sticking points in my own head when it comes to disliking this update, is that this is a pet peeve. This is a minor grievance. This is not a major problem. I'm just not quite happy with it. Because now basic resources that were once available to me by building winding tunnels are now restricted to, hey, if you want to find coal and iron, you're going to have to go higher. Because the higher in the mountains, that makes a lot of sense to me. Go up high in the mountains to find coal, which is made from peat moss that has been compressed, usually deep underground. And of course, that doesn't matter. This is a video game. But I also just don't really understand the change. Making coal and iron spawn more frequently at higher elevations is confusing to me from a reality perspective, which doesn't matter much because, like I said, it's a video game, baby. And also from a gameplay perspective, because it just makes everything a little more annoying. Everything about the Caves and Cliffs updates are really about making Minecraft more annoying. Now, part of that too is the inclusion of many different random kinds of machinations, mechanical creations, little crafting benches that each have their own specific job that I will almost never end up using because I have a crafting table. I don't feel like it's necessary to have something replace the wheel or a nicer, shinier, hyper-specific wheel when the wheel already works. I don't want to sound like an old man because I know I'm sounding like an old man. I'm sounding like an old, rambling, sad man whose video game has changed and he's upset about it. And I am an old man. I really tried. I really did attempt to find more enjoyment in the Caves and Cliffs update. I sat in my office alone, playing, restarting, trying out different worlds, figuring out what was wrong. What had gone wrong? Where had I stopped enjoying vanilla Minecraft? I still play modded Minecraft. Complexity isn't the problem. I can play modded Minecraft and engage in mods that require me to do a billion different things before I can do one simple thing. But at some point, Minecraft was unrecognizable to me in some parts. In some parts, that might be more my own fault than the fault of the game, and I'm willing to admit that. That's why this video is titled, I Don't Like the Caves and Cliffs Update, because I don't like it, and I want to explain why I don't like it, and I want to tell you why I don't like it, because if you are also of the same mind and don't feel like you really know why you don't like it, I want you to know that you're not alone. And if you do like it, I'm incredibly happy for you. I am so happy for you that your favorite game has gotten a little better, or the game that you like has gotten better for you, because exploration is the key in the new Caves and Cliffs update. Going through deep, deep mines and traveling through these wonderful mountains to explore and find something new that you haven't seen before, to leave the safety of your home to set out on adventure has always been a core tenet of Minecraft, and I understand that. I don't mind that. I just mind when the exploration is annoying. And I haven't even talked about the inclusion of copper, which sucks. Copper sucks. It just is bad. It's just a bad resource that takes up more inventory space. And at least with gold, I could make shrines to opulence, temples to greed, little things that could make my game a little more exciting. But with copper, I can make a telescope that'll let me see far away in case I need to see something far away. And maybe it's more useful in multiplayer if a gang of vicious marauders aged 13 to 16 set upon your home base and leave you wallowing in a pit of despair and grief. But as someone who plays often single player or with friends, I don't see a point in it, I guess. I feel like I would never find it necessary, but it's a tool that somebody may find useful. Part of that I accept. The part I don't accept is copper being so utterly worthless, so utterly useless, that at least if I'm at a stage in the game where I've replaced all my gear with diamond or even netherite, I still find a use for iron. There are many uses for irons, buckets, shears, weird decorations, iron doors. There are a ton of reasons to keep iron, but I find myself grabbing copper and throwing it away to make way for more useful resources. And the balance of copper itself is hard. I understand that. I'm not a game developer, right? I'm a fan. I play video games. I shouldn't be telling an author how to write a book if I like their book, right? I'm not qualified to discuss the gameplay designs, machinations, and implications of changing the game. And that's a core problem that I can feel as though they would have with Minecraft itself, is how do you change something in a game that is so set? How do you add something new to a game that is so worldwide that no matter what you do, you'll make somebody mad by adding it? Like, I've hated Minecraft since they added wolves. That attitude is not a great one to have. So I talk about what I don't like and try to kind of realize something in my head. I try to realize what I don't like, so maybe I can eventually turn it back on in a month or two and find new love in it. Copper, though, is an immediate dislike for me. Without utility, it's worthless. Without the use of copper in more interesting items, more interesting decor, it just is wasted potential, which maybe it will be the foundation for a beautiful house to be built over at some point. Maybe there will be new items for copper to be useful in. Maybe there will be new reasons to utilize copper in wonderful, great ways. And that's part of Minecraft that I love, is it's an evolving game. And sometimes an evolving game diverges from the path that you would hope it would take. But Minecraft isn't for me. It's selfish of me to think that I should get what I want when so many people are finding things to enjoy. There's a ton of interesting things in the new update that I still want to explore. From the first part, there were amethyst geodes added, and those look amazing, especially for decoration, as purple is my favorite color. From amethyst geodes to candles to a lot of the new environments, I was quite happy. But then after playing it and starting so many worlds, I kind of started to get mad. And mad more so at the fact that I didn't see any of these new things. I'd start a new world, play it for around 5 to 8 hours, and I would end up getting to the deep dark. Getting to the deep dark, finding nothing interesting, giant, expansive, dark caves that would spawn waves and waves of monsters because I couldn't place torches fast enough, underwater pools which kept impeding any ladder progress I attempted to make in my mining strategy, and also just ended up becoming fully annoying when I found a cluster of diamonds inside of them that I couldn't really get to because I would keep drowning, even trying to use techniques that I had used previously. I was annoyed, mad, upset. And I think I was more upset then than I am now, coming to that realization that there are a lot of new additions that I have yet to see. I have yet to see a lush cave or a dripstone cave or any of the new mobs that are more exciting. I have yet to collect an axolotl in a bucket, which, I don't know, axolotl, slotl. How do you pronounce axolotl? Axolotl sounds good enough to me, but somebody will correct me in the comments. I haven't found anything that I might love in the game. I've only seen it speculated, but after putting about 25 hours into this update, I think I'm just frustrated. I think I'm frustrated because I might just have a horribly unlucky string of terrible, no good, very bad generation, or I might be moving past Minecraft, which is something I don't want, and is something that's not true, because like I said, I have no problem sinking a myriad of hours into modded Minecraft, no matter what that might be, as long as it's not the Pokemon mod, because I'm not gonna play a Pokemon Minecraft mod unless I'm playing it multiplayer, because what's like the point? Like, I get it if you like it, I just, it's not for me. And this rambling, incoherent spectacle that you're seeing here is basically the fruit of my brain effort. I couldn't find myself to put this into words that weren't just straight from me, words that were unscripted and as raw as I could possibly make them. I don't like the new Caves and Cliffs update, but I don't hate it either. And I think at some point I may come around on it, especially if there is another update down the line, and maybe there's something that I'm not quite missing that might eventually hit. So I'll apologize for this rambling mess of a video and just say simply, I hope I can find the joy in Minecraft again, because I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try and try and try and try and try, and eventually the old man inside of me will wither and die as he should. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll grow ever powerful and become king of the nursing home. I just hope that you have found joy in the new update. And if you haven't, if you're confused and frustrated like I am, understand that you're not alone. But I am going to give it an earnest attempt, and I'm going to make an attempt to move past it as best as I can. Thank you for watching this rambling, incoherent mess. My name is Brendaniel. If you'd like to subscribe, hey, that's an option. If you would like to check out my Patreon, that is also an option, and I stream a lot. I stream over on twitch.tv/Brendaniel, so if you somehow haven't seen that and you've made it to the end of this video without ripping your ears off, I applaud you. I clap for you. I clap once for you. And I hope that the next time I talk about Minecraft, I'll be a little bit better about how I talk about Minecraft. Mwah.